Bloomberg stocks reporter Oliver Relic has been looking into that question, and he joins us now. What's your conclusion, Oliver?
Not to go all Bernie Sanders on you, but there's a bit of redistribution of wealth going on here. And it's actually hurting the market overall today, because basically what you have is a situation in which there's two companies here that are clearly benefiting, right? Amazon shares are up, Whole Foods are up. But what's interesting is a lot of times when you have these big mega deals that happen, or whenever you have a company sort of go into an industry that seems ripe for sort of disruption, or companies that have been hurting, there's been a lot of these retailers that have been hurting, the market gets excited because people think about, all right, who could be next potentially? And then you see share prices rise for some of these other related companies. They also think, hey, here's Jeff Bezos, a guy who's willing to go out, take a risk, spend money on a company. That should be good reflective of sentiment. However, when you have Amazon just continuing to expand its reach into all these different realms, what happens is the number of companies that are adversely affected by this, the market cap that's lost actually greatly outweighs what we've gained. So just to put it in numbers here, you've basically got about 39 billion erased from consumer staples. You've got about 11 billion erased from consumer discretionary. So that's $50 billion erased, not nearly made up for by the 12.5 billion that's been added by Amazon shares and about another 3 to Whole Foods shares. So basically what happens is you're netting out about a $35 billion loss within the equity market.
But Oliver, is all of this just a sign that investors were waiting for something to happen?
Maybe. Perhaps there's been a gross inefficiency here within the market, within all these companies, and now they're correcting to make that happen. But what's important is I think there's only a few instances in which this type of reaction happens. If you think about, say, the iPhone, perhaps you can make the case that Apple has probably done something similar along the way, because when you have the iPhone that then sort of makes cameras obsolete, if you think about all the different technology that's wrapped up into one device, lots of other individual companies. Walmart, of course, now on the opposite end of this trade, but originally, of course, decades of pushing out retailers did the same. But what's notable today is that there's just this huge expansion. What is Amazon going to do next? Pharmacies are down. You've got consumer staples down, consumer discretionary down. It's really across the board.